Good morning, children. In a kinematics, now we will start motion in a plane. And in the motion in a plane, we will study about projectile motion. Now, suppose we put the object in motion along the horizontal like this OX. ऑब्जेक्ट को अगर हम हॉरिजॉन्टल अगर थ्रो करते हैं तो उसका मोशन होगा अलोंग OX. And if the object is put in a motion along the vertical, that is along OY, you can see. But in the motion in a plane, we can say here, the object is moving in a plane. This is a plane, you can say this is X and Y. If the object is moving in a plane, then at every point it has two coordinates along x-axis and y-axis. Suppose we throw the object from this point like this, then object will move downward and it will follow this path. Second case is possible, if we throw the object from this point and the object goes along this path, then in both these type of the motion, you can see here that the object has covered horizontal distance, this is, and the object has covered the vertical distance. Now, in this second diagram, the object has covered the horizontal distance along this direction and the object has covered the vertical distance for the upward motion as well as for the downward motion. Now, in both these two relations, we can say here that when we put the object in motion, then velocity is provided once. Velocity एक बार प्रोवाइड करना है. कैसे? एग्जाम्पल जैसे आपके पास होता है जेवेलियन थ्रो का एग्जाम्पल है गेम्स के अंदर. अगर आप जेवेलियन को अगर आप थ्रो कर रहे हैं तो उसके अंदर आप वेलोसिटी को सिर्फ एक बार प्रोवाइड करते हैं एंड विद दैट वेलोसिटी, उस वेलोसिटी के कारण जो ऑब्जेक्ट होगा वो हॉरिजॉन्टल डिस्टेंस और वर्टिकल डिस्टेंस दोनों कवर करेगा. देन प्रोजेक्टाइल मोशन के लिए कंडीशंस होती हैं. कंडीशंस क्या होता है आपके पास? हियर यू कैन सी, इफ़ द इनिशियल वेलोसिटी इज गिवन वंस and the object cover horizontal distance as well as vertical distance, then we can say that motion of the object is a projectile motion. Now you can see here that along the horizontal distance the velocity should be constant. It is a condition that along the horizontal velocity should be constant. If the velocity is constant, then acceleration along the horizontal that will be 0. And for the vertical distance, the vertical motion is affected by the gravity. You know, in the free fall, I told you earlier that for the upward motion, the velocity of the object decreases and at the maximum height the velocity will be 0. For the downward motion, the velocity of the object increases, and if the velocity of the object changes, then we can say that acceleration produced in the body, that is the acceleration due to gravity. Now we have next topic is projectile given horizontal projection. Suppose the point A is a height h from the ground O. From the point A, the object is given horizontal velocity, that is you can say ux equal to u, and the horizontal velocity is constant here. Now at the point A, initial vertical velocity is 0 because we have provided only horizontal velocity. So at the point A, only horizontal velocity will be there. With the horizontal velocity, the object moves in the forward direction along the horizontal, but due to the effect of gravity, the object also moves in the vertical direction also. So after some time, the objects come to the point B on the ground. Now we can say after some time t, during its motion, the object is at the point P. At the point P, x is the horizontal distance, y is the vertical distance covered by the object. At the point P, the object has two velocities, along the horizontal that is Vx, along the vertical that is Vy. Now, if the object has the two velocities Vx and Vy, then due to the effect of the Vx and Vy, the resultant velocity of the object that will be V, which we can calculate later, and the resultant velocity V makes the angle beta, that is the direction of the resultant velocity. Now Now we can find the path of a projectile. First of all, we have to take the motion along horizontal. According to second equation of motion, S is equal to, that is you can see, S is equal to ut plus half into at square. Now horizontal velocity is constant, ux equal to u, acceleration is 0 because velocity is constant, horizontal distance is x. So we can write here x is equal to ut half into acceleration is 0 into t square. So we can write here x is equal to ut, or we can find the value of t, that is equals to x upon u. Now motion along the vertical, for the downward motion, second equation of motion, S is equal to, that is u by t plus half into g into t square. Now we can see here initial vertical velocity of the object is 0 at the point P, vertical distance is y, and along the horizontal we have find value of t is x upon u. So we can put the values here, 0 into t x by u plus half into g. The value of t is, that is x by u whole square. So we can write here y, this is equal to half into g, this is x square upon into u square. Now you can see here, that is half into g upon u square into x square. Horizontal velocity is constant, g is acceleration due to gravity, 2 is constant. So we can say here that half into g by u square, this is equal to k, this is constant. So we can say that y is equal to k into x square. According to maths, y is equal to kx square, this is equation of parabola. This is equation of parabola. So the path followed by the object, that is called parabolic path. Now second is total time of flight. According to second equation of motion, h is equal to ut plus half into gt square. Initial vertical velocity is 0, uy is equal to 0. So we can get here h is equal to half into gt square, or we get t square is equal to 2h upon g, or we can calculate t is equal to under root 2h upon g, where h is a height and g is acceleration due to gravity. Now next is the range. Range is a horizontal distance. We know distance is velocity into time. Horizontal velocity is u, time is under root 2h upon g. By putting the value of u, h and g, we can calculate the horizontal range. Next is velocity of the object at the point P. At the point P, it has two velocities, horizontal and the vertical. We can calculate horizontal as by using first equation of motion, Vx equal to ux plus at. Along the horizontal, ux equal to u, acceleration is 0, so we get calculate Vx equal to u. Now the vertical velocity, Vy is equal to uy plus gt, uy is equal to 0, so we get Vy is equal to gt. Now resultant velocity, by using triangle of addition, v is equal to under root vx square plus vy square. Angle between them is 90, so cos 90 will be 0. So we get vx equal to u square, vy value of gt square. Now we can calculate the direction of the resultant velocity. So tan beta is equal to perpendicular by base vy upon vx, value of vy is gt and the value of ux equal to u. So we can, by putting the value of gt and u, we can calculate the direction beta.